Hey there, everybody. Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter from CARTERMATT.com.
We're both here to discuss Big Brother, mostly because interesting developments.
Yeah.
I did the video earlier today talking about the case for a Big Brother OTT Season 2, which, by the way, every thought I had in that video, I still stand by them. It's still relevant in my brain. It may not be relevant anywhere else, but it's still relevant in my brain. Julie Chen, Jess tells me, maybe while I'm getting that video together, it was something like that Julie had posted something else. And do you want to set up what this something is?
Yeah, so it looks like Julie posted a picture of herself dressed up as Rance, all with the shirt with the alligator. She's ready there with her cereal and her Fruit Loops. It's all happening. So the big question that then we had is this connected to her chair picture? Probably. Is she clowning everybody and trolling us? Maybe. Or is this actually something that she's telling us and that there's going to be some kind of announcement about some kind of winter version of this show that could be coming up, and maybe she's revealing players? I don't know.
Well, we're going to talk everything through in this video, but before we get going, if you enjoy this discussion, be sure to give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other updates. We may have more of them coming based on what this week is sort of going like. First of all, kudos to Julie Chen for managing to get the pink hat back together after Victoria destroyed it. I know, there's a million pink hats out there. I will forever make that joke. We all have to deal with it. Okay, so, but what I know right now is that Julie, she has done little ridiculous stunts like this before.
She has.
Does anyone remember when she created the gif of herself trying to leave the house like Devon left the house? Okay, I like, for everyone out there who knows A Christmas Story, there's a moment in that where Ralphie desperately wants to get the decoder ring.
Yes.
He gets it, and then the message from Little Orphan Annie
is drink your Ovaltine.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much he got clowned.
Do I need to do, this gif was everywhere during Big Brother 21. Do I need to just put the clown mask on at this point for spending the past 3 days of my life talking up this idea when Julie may have just been promoting her own ridiculous Halloween costumes?
I'm gonna put on your tinfoil hat and say no.
Okay.
Because I feel like I have to live in a world where we're getting a winter version of this show. I feel like we cannot be drinking Ovaltine right now and then her basically being like, and see you next summer, guys. I can't.
Okay, well, let's lay out a couple of things here. I think if there is a big case to be made that Julie is trying to hint at something, I think the first thing to note here is that the Big Brother house is located on a very specific CBS lot.
Yep.
As far as I am aware, Julie Chen does not have residence within that lot. She would have to travel to go there. It feels like it's a lot of work for her to do.
For a prank.
Yeah, to just go.
Or for fun, or here's my trick instead of a treat.
That's a long way to go for likes. And yes, we know there are a lot of people, ex-reality stars on social media, who will go a very long way for likes, but
I don't feel like Julie Chen is one of them. I could be wrong,
but
I don't know.
I feel like Julie already has all the money. She doesn't need to do something like this unless there's some sort of specific reason in mind. So, that I think is a case that she is teasing something. However, if I'm going to make a counter argument on myself here, it's possible that this is just some stuff that she put together earlier this summer when she was around the Big Brother house more, and she's just been holding on to it for a ridiculously long period of time.
I don't know. That's a pretty deep tinfoil hat going on.
Well,
most people are not thinking about a Halloween, and we're going to do 5 days of Halloween or all week of Halloween, or, that kind of... People aren't thinking about Halloween in the summer, so... Is it possible? Sure. Do I think it's probable? No. I think we're building towards something. I don't think that it's going to be and we'll see you next summer.
So I tried to weigh this in percentage chances in my head. I felt like when she did the photo of the diary room chair with the emoji, I thought that there was like a 95% chance this was meaning something was coming because it felt like it was a total waste of everyone's time and energy otherwise. I'm about 85% now. I'm a little bit more nervous that this is just an epic troll job and all of us are just like, Julie, the programming for the Chenbot is out of whack. Something is malfunctioning here where you think this is a good idea. This is Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul selling their booze online all over again.
Oh, that was awful.
I know, but...
That hurt my heart.
It
This
hurt
will also hurt my heart if she's just clowning me.
Yeah.
I will not be happy.
Well,
I will still tune in next summer, but I will not be happy.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think Julie actually would be aware that she's clowning us. I think she probably would just think this was being clever and nobody bothered to tell Julie that this was not a good idea. But let's speak a little bit towards the Zach Rance of it all.
Yeah, the thing about it is because she picked someone like Zach.
Yeah.
And I like characters like this on the show. It's always fun to see really good players on the show, but I also love characters like Zach or Johnny Mac or Brittany Hayes and people that are like bigger personalities that have really fun diary rooms that give me a little bit of drama, that stir up the pot, that are just really entertaining to watch. So the fact that she picked somebody like that started to make me feel like maybe, and I know that this is not a normal thing that they would do because normally they're not going to announce people that are coming back and then they're still online and chatting and whatever. So this would be a new deal that they were going through here. But it would be really interesting to me if she was picking people like Zach. Yeah. Or like a Johnny Mac, people that are really big personalities to come back for whatever magic they're planning in the new year. And that it's sort of here's some teases of who could be coming back or who is coming back. And then they're still online, which would be really interesting.
Two things here. Number one, can we be reminded further that how much of just like obsessive crush at this point CBS has with Big Brother 16. I mean, they are really standing outside the apartment of Big Brother 16 with the boombox over their head at this point with everything that they have done with this particular season of Big Brother over time. But beyond all of that, I mean, it's weird to think that Zach Rance is suddenly like some sort of like deep cut for Big Brother. But he kind of is at this point because it's been shockingly several years now since Zach is in the house. And Zach was really off the Big Brother kind of radar for a long period of time. Like he was really involved for maybe like a year or so after the fact. You know, there were some headlines here or there, but then it all just sort of went away. And Zach has just been off the map for a long period of time. Yeah. Also, Zach is entertaining. I love Zach. I love Zach freaking out in the diary room because Frankie was destined to win the money at one point. I have never been happier watching Big Brother live feeds than the brief period of time that Zach was co-HOH. And of course, you know, nobody's supposed to put on the HOH robe. Zach put on the HOH robe. You know, he was basically just like, come on, guys, look at me all the time and talking about how amazing he was.
Yeah, it's a big case of HOH-itis he had.
Zach had the Ebola of HOH-itis where it just came immediately and we were deprived of so much from Zach Rance on Big Brother 16. It could have been even greater than it was, and it was pretty great. Gator Chomp, I feel like I'm betraying my alma mater by doing anything related to the University of Florida. Not that SMU and Florida is really a rivalry, but I think it is interesting that she picks Zach because, you know, Zach is recognizable.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's iconic. But, you know, if you were saying, for example, if you told me, hey, I want to dress up as a Big Brother house guest for Halloween, would Zach be your number one choice?
Oh, no, he wouldn't be my number one choice. But that's why I was kind of wondering if it's if they were bringing back people who are these types of characters that are just more memorable for more of the hardcore audience. That would really remember somebody like Zach.
Yeah, and I think if we're going to go down this road, let's go down this road for a moment since you have steered us in this direction. Plus, you know, we already have a video up about it already anyway.
Yep,
the idea of a winter all-star. So if Zach is going to be on a winter edition of Big Brother All-Stars, it would make a little bit of sense. He has diehard fan appeal. Also, you know, Frankie and Zach had the whole Zanky thing for a while. Maybe Frankie posts about it on social media, gets his followers engaged, and maybe you build up a little bit more of something. I'm not throwing out there that I want Frankie back on Big Brother. Please don't interpret this as anything related to that. I will just bury my head in shame. But no, Zach, I would like to see Zach.
You've put that out in the universe now, and now we're here.
Well, I know. I spoke Frankie's name. If I say it one more time, he will appear. Okay. But
no more.
We're continuing onward. Obviously, not my favorite player, but okay. Zach, I think, could be really fun. But let's go into this idea though that you mentioned, and that is the people typically they don't get announced in advance because of sequester, free gaming, and all that other sort of stuff.
Yep.
But it's 2019.
Yep.
People talk.
Yep.
All the time. It's useless, ultimately.
It is, and especially in the Big Brother circle, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody talks with everybody. Everybody has some kind of connection. They've all gone through this experience together, which is a very intense experience being in this house.
Yeah.
So it's something that no one else will ever understand except the people that were in the house. So whether or not people know that another person's going in or making alliances outside the house, they would all be doing that anyways. Returning Big Brother players typically would do something like that, whether they knew about it beforehand or not.
Yeah, there would be a lot of pre-gaming regardless of whether or not it was public knowledge. If you do make it public knowledge, I think it's something that could build a little bit of excitement sooner.
Yep.
However, I'm going to throw this possibility out here as a reason why this may not be a good idea. Let's say you are a house guest going into Big Brother All-Stars, and I am, let's say, a buddy or a rich friend of another house guest who's going on to All-Stars. Mm-hmm. So I say to you, hey, I got this buddy who's going on Big Brother All-Stars. I want him to do really well. It's going to boost his Instagram base. He's going to be able to sell all these hair products. I want to give you $10,000 to work with this person. And, you know, I will give you another $10,000 if you guys go far into the game.
It could happen.
Yeah.
And stuff like that does happen.
Outside influence, people. Like, it is
something
to worry about.
It is something to worry about. But I feel like those things could happen anyways.
They always could if the word got out enough. So, I mean, it's all conjecture. It's all interesting. But I think the big thing we will be watching is who else Julie impersonates over the course of the next few days.
Yeah, because if she decides to impersonate somebody who for sure would not be coming back to the show, then my chances of feeling like this is happening are going to just go down the toilet.
Yeah, if she impersonates Dr. Will, I'm not going to be super optimistic because I don't know why Dr. Will wants to go back on Big Brother at this point. Don't get me wrong, I would love to see it. But
yeah, I would love to see it too. But yeah, I'd be a lot more skeptical if someone like a Dr. Will shows up. He's got his business out here, or he's got a bunch of his clinics open, and he's working all the time. I don't know. I think for Will to want to come back, it would have to be something really special. Yeah,
so I think she would need to impersonate people who are kind of like Zach, who are really memorable personalities, people who maybe fell through the cracks a little bit when it comes to past All-Stars season casting because it hasn't happened in a long time. But I do still stand by this. I would much rather a million times out of a million have an All-Star season that's like 40 days in a winter. Don't put it in the summer. Don't make it 99 days.
Yeah, I want new people for the summer. I want to get to know new people and fall in love with some new people. And
plus, maybe this gets it out of CBS's system that they don't need to do something just stupid like put one returning player in a house full of a bunch of newbies and then watch them. And then also, by the way, give that returning player a power because they know America's going to vote for that person to get the power that guarantees them safety.
Yeah, let's not do that.
For a little while. And like that sort of stuff. Like, you know, they really set up Paul to just be loathed by everyone in that house. I mean, yeah, we all have our opinions about Paul as well through 2 seasons, and I had quite a journey with them through 2 seasons, but, you know, ultimately, none of that works very well. So, we will keep our eyes peeled. This could be something this could be absolutely nothing, and we have just spent 15 minutes of our time going completely berserk over Julie dressing like Zach Rance and being silly.
I like to think it's going to be a treat and not a trick. I have the faith. We're going to get something. Maybe it's because I'm going through Big Brother withdrawals myself, and I need something to hold on to. Please don't let me down, Julie.
All right. I have so many other things I could go down, but there are too many tangents in my head. Let's just say, what do you guys think is happening here with Julie? Is it something? Is it nothing? Give us a verdict in the comments and give us a like, subscribe, and you can support us further by checking the link in the description to the CARTERMATT store, and we'll see you here next time.